Morning. So it's the 4th of January and I couldn't sleep. Dan had to get up for work really early. Reality is that half term's nearly over and so there's work to be done, and so 3 o'clock this morning I've woken up like bolt awake. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to finish editing some vlogs. I'm trying to find the motivation to get my work done today, and I feel like it's not going to exist. We'll see. Also, the house move is happening tomorrow. Like, I'm buying a house. Like, if you told me this four years ago, maybe even 2 years ago, I'd be like, what are you on about? Nah, I'd never be able to buy a house. Maybe that's why maybe I'm stressing. Who knows? I think this is actually my least favourite part of editing. Just sitting and watching it render. Just be quicker. Please, I want to move on to the next one and I can't until that little button says done. This is so jarring. Just look at them. Where are you?
We're playing the original Mario Party, but through the Switch port. So, yeah.
When was this released?
97 or something? I didn't check.
Ugh. It looked like that, and I was born.
You were born. Yeah. Video games look like this in our lifetime. They've changed a lot.
I don't like it.
Yeah. 98, December 18th, 98. You were 5.
I'm 30 now. What we just been doing?
You just bought a house. You're in the way of a car.
You just bought a house?
Stop trying to get run over.
I'm in my house. I own a house. I'm so happy. Whew. So, you can probably hear Dan walking upstairs talking to his mum. 10 years ago, my life flipped upside down. My mum passed away and I had to leave my home, had to get rid of the majority of my belongings, and it was the hardest time of my life. And nearly 10 years later, I've just unlocked the door and I've walked into the house that I now own. And don't get me wrong, like, it needs a lot of work. Like, this is hideous. Hasn't been decorated since 1979. It needs a lot of work, but like, this is my home. In a month's time, this will be all decorated and I will be living here. This is a major milestone. I don't know how to feel about it. I'm happy, but a lot of feels. Because, you know, it's 10 years coming up to Mum's passing as well. I'm getting married this year as well. Like, it's just, I've chucked it all in one big year and I'm starting to regret it a little bit. So, stairway to go upstairs. He's on the phone to his mother. This is the kitchen. Turn. We're in the living room. Plan is to put some shelves in here. And then our gaming, like board game units at the bottom. Same this side, but instead of the gaming units at the bottom, our green couch poofy thing. Sorry, I'm pointing and I'm not showing you. Green couch poof thing is going to go up against there. The idea is those shelves, because there's plug socket this side, these shelves are going to be electronics. So they will connect to the TV that's going to be hooked onto the wall above the fireplace, which we are not going to do anything about because we quite like it at the moment, but it does protrude out quite a lot. So may modernise it in the future. Our couch is meant to go here, but the cap's too small. So we're going to take this off its hinges and just have an open space where the sofa comes out halfway. Or we can fill this up and have this all blocked off. Or, depending on if this is a supporting wall, which I don't think it is, we may just knock the whole wall down and go from there. This little bit here, that's still in the same colours as the living room, is going to become my office. So we're going to get some blackout curtains for on this wall. And then the plan is my desk is going to go in the middle here. And then I'm going to have the tall chest of drawers from our bedroom there, which is going to have like gaming stuff. Anything for the living room is essentially going to go in there. And at the end here, we're going to have I've got like a tall makeup stand with a mirror. So I'm going to put that there. Then this side, where we've got the radiator, the 2 units we've got in our living room, which have, like figurines and displays. One's going to go there. The other one's going to go here. Then also, fun feature, to help me with my filming, although the key is on the other side of the door, because there is a key to these doors, I have these now to block out the light from next door. And obviously if that's a blackout curtain, I actually will have, a dark enough studio space to fit some lights in. This room will be a dining room, but for a short while it's going to be Dan's office. So again, I think the plan is that we're going to have his table, his desk here. We're either going to fit our long unit from the living room, bedroom either, in here, or it's going to be our dining room table and chairs. I personally think we can fit our dining room table and chairs either against the radiator, because we're not going to use it that often, or potentially in the kitchen. Our fridge freezer is going to go, that we haven't bought yet. And there's space here for maybe like a dishwasher, like a thin one. So massive fridge freezer, little dishwasher. It comes with a washing machine. Obviously we don't know if it works, we've not used it. The kitchen is probably the most dated of the whole house, ironically, and some of it is broken. But this is not going to be a priority for us for a long time, because we want to get this completely ripped out and stripped. We have an oven. We have a double oven, which, I think this one's technically a grill, but I think you can also use it as an oven. So I'm cooking for just me and Dan. That'd be great if I'm cooking for loads of people. There we go. Oh, I thought it was going to be a pull-out cupboard. Yeah, the cupboards are really old. They need a deep clean. I kind of like the idea of having these glass ones and having stuff on display.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Good. I'm going upstairs now. Also, you may appreciate, we've been left some Thomas Kincaids. They're not Disney ones, but they are Thomas Kincaids. Oh, again, all up here needs stripping of wallpaper. It's a big task, this house. Hi. I promise I will change this phone case soon. I just forgot to do it because we did this in a rush. This is our shower room with a sink. And if we go to the opposite end of this hallway, toilet with a bulldog. The only thing that's annoying is there isn't a sink in this room. So we're looking at getting a new toilet that has like a sink back in it. Then we'll go this room first. This is not our room, this is our spare room, which has no working light. So it comes with like a little inbuilt cupboard, and the idea behind this room is this would be our spare room / cousin Henry's room, because he stays with us so he can work and then he goes home to his parents when he's not working. So again, floors are in dire need of something. Who knows what? Probably carpet, although I hate carpet. Then our bedroom, which has a dimmer switch for the light, which I do want to keep. This is our room. It comes with the wardrobes. It comes with these. We don't know if we're keeping these or the wardrobes, if I'm honest. Because the idea is our double bed would go here, so we may have to move this. Potentially give it to Henry, potentially just move stuff around. But yeah. Proper wardrobes. Oh, manky wardrobe. We need some new wardrobe rails. But yeah, we bought a house. It is old. And I'm not gonna lie to you, where no one's been in here for like nearly a year, other than to like occasionally check on it and clean it, it smells a bit. So we're going to be saging the house. Saging the house, getting all the bad omens out, getting all the bad juju out. I just realised I should probably turn the light off in our bedroom. Plan for the bedroom as well is I'm gonna paint it pretty much all black. I'm gonna make it like a blackout night room. Yeah, I have a house. It needs a lot of work. We have 1 month to do it.
Must have been some old boy's little workspace.
Looks like they've got it out relatively well though.
Yeah.
For what it is, although that paper's disgusting.
Yeah.
Lou.
Also, I've also had a bee or wasp nest in there because it's broken, because the glass is broken at some point.
What we gone to see, Dan?
Peter Pan goes right and then left.
And then wrong.
Oh,
We've got pretty.
I got it wrong.
We've got pretty awful seats.
Yeah, they're not great.
My bad. Today is the 7th of January and we have already started decorating and pulling stuff down. And I'm going to show you what we've done so far and what the plan is. Decorating a house. So this is our bedroom, and as you see there's no longer wardrobes here. That's because we thought we'd pull them forward and we'd, you know, just decorate around them. We ended up having to put them in here and taking them apart because they fell apart, which means they also now need to be binned. It turns out they're in a far worse condition than we thought. So now we need to buy wardrobes. But also, they only carpeted up to where the wardrobes would be. So we've just got floor exposed. And all of our borders are starting to come off, both at the top and the bottom. So it turns out this house is in a bit worse state than we thought, but we knew that was probably going to happen. The boys yesterday, as you can see around me, they've stripped pretty much the entire wallpaper off. There's a couple of spots that need a bit of filler putting on, a bit of plaster, but actually the walls are relatively smooth. So the plan is we're going to fill in the little bits that need it, set them. Then we're going to bought an electric sander, it's down here. So then we're going to sand the walls to make sure they are completely smooth. Then we're going to put some sealant on, and then hopefully after a few hours break, we will be able to then start painting this room. I might actually have my bedroom nearly finished by the end of today. Daniel's off tomorrow, whereas I'm back at work. So he may be finishing this off on his own. I haven't got it here, it's downstairs, but I bought myself one of those extendable rollers because I'm short and the boys are really tall. So I was like, I can do the cracks and the borders, and then I use big roller. Like the child I am. Also we need to just tidy up in here a little bit because it's everywhere.
Are you recording this or are you just taking a photo?
Yes, I'm recording this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. On that note,
Don't you dare.
that's a beam.
What a lovely angle.
Okay, I put my foot on the beam. And you make.
So I'm chilling out after work, and a few weeks ago, I think maybe even like before New Year, I started watching the Robbie Williams documentary series that's on Netflix, and I was hooked. I love Robbie Williams. I've always felt kind of like a kindred spirit with him. Sorry, I've just eaten. And I've been gripped. And then we went... Ooh, my food's coming up, sorry. And then I went away and haven't been able to like catch up with it. So I'm on part 4 now, which is part 4 Cut the Circuit. And I'm about 11 minutes in and I am completely gripped again. And I don't feel like anyone's talking about this series. And I don't know if it's because I've just found it late, because I don't really go on Netflix a lot. I'm more of a YouTube watcher. But like, it's odd because he's going through, like, at the moment he's around 2007. He's looking back at footage of him in 2007. Because the documentary isn't him talking about his life, it's him watching footage and making commentary and being like, I don't remember this. Oh no, I remember what was going on when this was happening and things like that. And it's weird because obviously, you know, 2007, I'm a kid. I was born in 1993. So, you know, I'm like 8 years old. Like, he's going through this and I was alive, and I remember like listening to his music and all that. But obviously, being so young, I didn't. And when all this came out in the news about his like mental health and his drug use, like I didn't know about that because I was just so young. And so watching it now, I'm like, oh, this is a lot. And just like, you know, I'm glad he's out the other side of it and that he's able to now sort of do this documentary and talk about it and say like, no, like I'm still processing these things that happened. But basically I just wanted to come on and say that if you haven't seen the Robbie Williams Netflix series, it's a hard watch for some bits, but like it's so good. So good. Right. I'm going back to my chicken burger and chilling out before I have to sleep. Hello everyone, Sunday the 14th of January. We are 1 month from when we want to move all our furniture in. And I'm in the flat at the moment. We slept here last night because, you know, there's no bed or anything in the house. We've got 2 of the walls and the ceiling painted in the bedroom. We've got some of the wallpaper down in my office area. And my dad's coming today. He's going to come stay. He used to be, when I was, like before I was born and when I was younger, he was a painter, decorator, plasterer, upholsterer. He knows how to do all of it. So he's going to come stay, and I haven't had my dad like live with me properly like this for well over 10 years, even like 17 years I think is the last time. Yeah, so he's going to come stay. He's going to spend the daytime just cracking on with bits. We're going to ask him to try and get all the wallpaper down and get the walls flat. And once they're flat, we can paint them. Like, we're completely capable of painting them. So he doesn't have to worry about that job. We can do that. And we're also going to see what he says about the carpets, because they all need to go. Put them in the bin. So this morning, Dan's at work. So's Henry. So I'm going to go have a shower. I was going to have a bath, but we usually have to use kettles to fill up our bath to make it actually hot. And we've put the kettle in the house for my dad. So it's fair to say, I'm not impressed. So I'm going to go have a shower, get dressed. I'm going to do a little bit of editing. And then later on, I've got to go get 1 key cut, and then I've got to meet Dan in North Greenwich at 3:30. And then we are going to drive to my hometown, pick up my da, and then drive him to the house. And that will start probably the most productive week we're going to have in the house. This is when we're going to get most of the stuff down. So my dad's staying until Wednesday is the plan. He did say, like, if he feels that not enough has been done, or like there's just a bit too much to get done, he could possibly stay, or he could possibly come back at some point. But we're going to see how much we get done. I know very confidently that my dad is a absolute machine of a man. So he will probably have all that wallpaper down by Monday afternoon. If not by the end of tonight, because I know what it's like. He'll walk in and be like, nope, I'm starting now. And I'm like, okay. So I can confidently say all the wallpaper will be down in our living room and dining room, living room office area even, by midday tomorrow. Yeah, I'm going to ask him to focus on that main section, like that's going to be the priority, but I am going to try and get his help with some issues we've found with the bedroom. So this is super trivial. Like, I'm doing my makeup just because, like, I'm seeing my dad today and I'm going out. I want people to think I actually look alive. Even though I paint my face like a proper millennial emo, so I actually look a little dead inside. And I can't decide what I want to put on my lips. Because it's winter, my lips have been peeling really bad. So I could just put on a lip balm and roll with it and be like, I've done everything else, which is what I do every day while I'm at school. But I'm like, no, I'm going to go see my dad. Like, I'm seeing family. And I've now got cramp in my knee. Oh, there we go. So I could go for just like my normal milky one, which I go for, which is like a matte. This is Milky Gloss from some people call it NYX, I call it NYX, whatever you call it. It's like my favourite. It's chocolate shake flavour. Isn't it? Actually smells and tastes like a chocolate shake. But on the other hand, the best thing for my lips when they're this cracked is actually ironically a bit plumper. So do I go for the Pout Bomb by Revolution, which is what Tira gave me. And it's in shade Cookie, so it's darker. It's like a richer, like warm reddy brown. Or I could go for my classic, my go-to for probably like the past 12 years. And they don't make it anymore. So I know that when this runs out, I'm done. But it's Cinnamon Beige Matte from, oh my god, my nose is itchy. So, from Soap and Glory. Oh, I used this last time with gold. So for the record, that is how much I have left. It's not normally this gold on top. I used that with a gold shimmer lips gloss a little while ago. If you haven't noticed, I'm a nude girly. I love a nude. Or I could go really dark. This is a KVD lipstick. Dan bought me a series of minis a little while ago. And my favourite one of this, not only did it break, because the KVD lipsticks are known for like snapping in seconds. No, it did break, but I can't find it. So this is the other shade, and it's called Crucifix. It is, from what I remember, incredibly dark. They always smell amazing. And so I don't know if I want to go that dark. I quite like a smoky eye with a nude, so I don't know if I want to go so dark today. But I do love my KVD lipsticks, so it's... What do I do? I'm thinking Milky is the way forward. Let's do Milky. I really want to wear this more often, but like... Probably can't see, but like, hold up, I'm doing this terribly. It's very dark. And I feel like that darker brown when I'm wearing like no colour today. I've got no colour on my body, which is what I like. And now I can't find my wipe to get this off. Oh, I'll just smudge it in. Yeah, I think it's too dark. Let's go Milky. This 100% was the right decision. Oh, I love this gloss. I'm a gloss person rather than a lipstick. I find lipstick too mattifying and drying on my lips. Surprise, surprise. But yeah. Here's my face for the day. My eyebrows didn't go how I wanted them to go, which is unsurprising because this happens every time. I got them waxed yesterday and it happens every time I get them waxed. But like, I normally just fill in the edge and that's fine. But when I get them waxed, because they're quite thinner in the middle section, I feel like I have to colour them in, and then I go over them and I go, why did I do that? And also, I know it's probably the light, but on camera it looks like one eyebrow is lighter than the other. But in my mirror, they're exactly the same colour. I've never liked my eyebrows. What was I used to call them? They're like furry slugs on my face. That's what I used to say when I was at uni. They're like furry slugs on my face. So we're gonna get the car wash before we pick up my dad. We drove in, we've used this one before, and nothing happened. And then the guys behind us beeped us. And then we moved forward, then we moved backward, and it kept telling us contradictory things. And Dan was like, I'm gonna have to get out and go get someone. He got out, he got someone, they are right behind me talking, and it started. So now I'm in a car on my own. He's not here. It's gonna be clean though. We're also running like an hour late. Dan thinks it's funny that I got stuck in the washing car through thing without him, and I felt deeply uncomfortable.
You can do this too.
I'm vlogging it. Remember a monthly vlog?
Okay. It was quite amusing for me. And the Italian man and his small child.
It's not funny. Deeply uncomfortable.
In better news, I really need to pee.
Just been to the toilet.
Continue straight, then use any
Why?
lane to take the A102
Child's
slip
bladder
road.
and a human big beast of a man.
Yeah.
Can I offer you a Malwam in these trying times?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get one out.
I might have to be a Thursday, you know.
Alright guys, yeah, this is what I look like on makeup. Yes, I'm wearing yesterday's makeup. I'm so tired, I just dropped. I'm in the house. We slept here last night on, well, what we describe as a bed. Our Wi-Fi isn't being installed till the 25th, and today is the 20th. So I have very little signal in the house. We've learnt that you get no signal at all in the kitchen from any provider at all. So it's not just mine, it's everyone. My plan was to sit here, laptop plugged in, phone plugged in, and crack on with some admin bits that I need to get done for our finances. But most I'm getting is a H. I'm not even getting a 3G this morning, which is unlikely. Like, what's the word I'm trying to use? It's not. Anyway, it'll come to me at some point. Yeah, so plan of action for today, because it is Saturday the 20th, is for me to strip the wallpaper in the hallway. Dan, today I believe, is going to go to B&Q and we're going to get some lining paper to put up on the walls. After doing the first sets of walls in the bedroom, and I'll show you in a little while. Although we stripped them, put, you know, filler and plaster in the little cracks that needed it, and then sanded it all down to one surface area, when we painted it, it became apparent that actually it wasn't as smooth as we thought. The ceiling looks great, it's just one wall is looking pretty. It's not the end of the world. We're not going to fix it unless we've got time right at the end before we move our stuff in. Move our stuff in on the 11th of February, which is not long from now. And there's so much to do. So strip wallpaper in the hallway is my job. I want to get the entire hallway done before Dan gets back from work. I think he said he's going to be back around 5. And it is currently 9 AM. So that's the plan. I'm not going to jump up straight away because I'm lazy. And also because I had a really long day yesterday. I'm sorry this vlog is mostly weekends. The reality is, with my job, I can't vlog, which is fine. Like, it's a safeguarding thing. But it does mean this test that I'm doing, which is monthly vlogs, that's kind of the real test now, is because during the week I'm not doing anything. I am simply going to work, going home or coming here, and that's when I get to vlog. And often if I'm going home, I'm sitting on the sofa, I'm eating food and falling asleep. If I'm here, I'm stripping more wallpaper, which you've already seen. So yeah, next weekend is fun. I'm really excited for next weekend. I'm going to Vienna, which I am going to put some stuff from it in this vlog. I'm not going to do its own separate one like I did with Paris Town Centre. I'm going with Steph, who I work with. We went to Berlin just before Christmas, just for like the weekend. We had so much fun, so we're going to do it again this time, but for Vienna. Apparently I'm going to see an opera. We'll see how that goes for me. I don't know if I like operas or not. Steph likes them. So we were going to go see a specific opera where apparently there's only 3 people in the whole world who can sing the lead character, and the person they had hired to do the opera for the night has had to pull out for emergency reasons, which, you know, is fine. So they're going to perform a different opera. But either way, it's probably going to be all the same to me. I like operatic heavy metal. Also forgot to mention, my dad didn't have to stay till Thursday. He left on Wednesday. One, because he got pretty much the entire living room done, which took longer than we thought, because it turns out it was like 5 layers of wallpaper up. Who wallpapers on wallpaper? So he got most of that done and was like, I'm tapping out. So there's my dad update. My wonderful, wonderful Suffolk dad. So it turns out this morning when Dan cooked a bacon sandwich, he just happened to forget to mention that there is no bread. Well, the bread we've got is completely rock solid because it's like the last few bits and it's been open a while. So it means I had to cook rolls. But I didn't know that, so I put the bacon in, like, bacon. He was also adamant only one of the hobs worked, and I can confirm 3 of the 4 do. So my bacon's cooking quicker than his did, but it's now nearly cooked, and my rolls aren't in. My rolls take 10 minutes. Ah! Just check things next time, Garner. Check things. I've spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours, starting to pull wallpaper off the walls in the hallway. And we had the same problem in there than we had in here, which, as you can see, excuse like messes everywhere. Like, we have managed to get most of the wallpaper, it's just this top board we haven't really got off yet, of this entire room. And there's my bed back there. We're not touching that room till the very end because it's a great place for us to keep warm and sleep while we're here until we move all the furniture in, and we've got a feeling that's probably the room that we just leave as it is. So as you'd see from this clip of me picking up the paper, it's thick and it's more like a stretchy, elasticated material. And so I started taking it up, like this top part, let's not go there, this is actually horrible. It's textured wallpaper that they've painted over but with like an emulsion white. So it's thick, and when you put the steamer on it, it melts the paint. So then you get covered in it. Not ideal. And they've definitely wallpapered on top of what I think may have been a painted wall. The bottom half, you can only really see it here. While doing this bit, I realised that I could actually pull the top layer of the elasticated wallpaper off first, because they've put a second set of wallpaper underneath. I think it might be lining paper, which is what we're thinking of using, but it's thicker than what I thought lining paper would be. But it meant that I was able to go round the entire bottom half, you can see up there, the entire bottom half, and take the whole lot off. So I've managed to get all of the fabric elastic bit except this bit where the radiator is. I'm not touching it because the radiator's on. I could turn the radiator off, but it's really cold in here when I'm on my own. So I know that jobs like this where we need to turn the radiator off might be better for Dan. He doesn't feel the cold as much as I do. And if I get cold, my hands start cracking and hurting. I end up in a lot of pain. It's essentially like really early arthritis. And I don't feel like putting myself in that position when I've got quite a busy week coming up. Yeah, so the next step now is to get the steamer refilled with water, get that back on. This half of the hallway down here is kind of done on the bottom half. There's like tiny little bits at the bottom. But for me now, it's the bit I've not been looking forward to, which is this corner and going up the stairs. I don't know how I'm going to do it because there's no plug sockets in our hallway and the steamer cable is really short. So we'll figure out if I can get this bottom half done before Dan gets home. Before I start making my way up the stairs, that would be helpful because he may have an idea of how to fix this problem or know if we've got an extension cable. I have a look around, I can't see one, but I do know there is one somewhere in the house. Just got to find it. So I'm going to take a little break, have a lie down and some food. I did make bacon sandwiches and I ate one. I made two, but I ate one and didn't really want the other. So that's still like ready to eat, so I may eat that in a minute. Yeah, just gonna take a little break and then crack on with it. So, Friday the 27th of March, oh my god, where am I? Friday the 27th of January, and I've spent most of this week really poorly and off work, and it was horrible. But today, I went back yesterday and bit wobbly, but it was fine. Today I feel much better and I'm off to Vienna this evening. So let's go on holiday. I'm also running really late, so I should probably stop vlogging. That's the thing. Got it? We're in Vienna. Austria. Goodbye, farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, adieu. Hello. We're in Austria. And we're on a
Train.
Don't ruin it for me. It's a cat. It's so fancy.
It's a Hilton.
But it's a fancy Hilton. It's so windy. Woohoo! Not too cold, just windy. There's a palace. Right there. Culture. I will not walk up this hill, but it looks pretty. You there! You're a peasant. We're in Belvedere.
Belvedere.
London?
Belvedere.
Belvedere. Belvedere. Chocolate factory. Chocolates, do 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 do, to fill my tum because I'm hungry. Ich einen Gummibär. Ich einen Gummibär. Ich einen Gummibär. Gummy, 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 gummy.
Ich bin ein Gummibär, ich bin ein Gummibär, ich bin ein Gummibär.
Why do I take you places? We made these. Mine's on the left, Steph's on the right, but we made these. Yeah, Lauren. I help. Although I would like a go.
Yeah.
You can go for it. It's our chocolate that we made. Don't panic, everyone, because she got her schnitzel. She got a schnitzel. What did I get? A burger. I'm an uncultured swine.
Schnitzel. I got schnitzel.
It's a house of treason. This place is interesting. It's so pretty. Time for schnitzel. Chicken schnitzel.
You are no longer a disappointment to me.
Oh no, I am. Just not for the schnitzel. We didn't get currywurst though.
How dare we?
Or funnel cake. But we can get strudel. So, listen strudel. Hello everyone. I'm back from Vienna now. It was a really good trip. Lovely little trip. A lot to see in Vienna. But unfortunately I've come back and I'm feeling pretty ill. I think I may have caught a sickness bug. This is actually me testing if I can stand up and walk around for any amount of time without vomiting. Sorry, that's details. I'm going into that because we've lost electric downstairs. But, I mean, you can see nothing, but we have smooth walls now. We got all the wallpaper down and we recognise that the next set of tasks we probably couldn't do. We're not that skilled. So we found a handyman who's come in and he's made all the walls smooth. They don't have fabric on them anymore, which means they're ready to paint. So we're going to start painting them in a couple of days because you need to let the paper set for 2 days. So we need to let this set for 2 days. Today is Tuesday. So by Friday morning we can start painting, but obviously we're working. So Friday night, I think me and Steph are meant to be going to see a musical. We haven't booked it yet, but, you know, late deals and stuff. So if we're not seeing a musical, we'll be here painting. And then Saturday, the plan is to paint more. But we've also found someone who's going to come in and change the hideous carpets. Because I don't know if you know, but this is not my vibe. Salmony, pinky, red colour. No, I want grey. I want darks. I want dark greys. And I think I got my way wanting vinyl downstairs and carpet upstairs. Yes, that's where we're at. We're getting there. So once the floors are in, we've painted everything, we can start moving furniture in. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the bed that we have here, which is just like a little futon on the floor in the back office study area, which we're not decorating just yet. We're gonna do that after we've lived here a few months because we just need to get in now. Yeah, it's going well. I want to lay down. I've got a headache again. I hate winter. So that's the end of January. We're now in February. I didn't round off the vlog in any way. I didn't get to the last day of January, guy. I must film something to round off the vlog. I just completely forgot. The house move has taken over our lives entirely. I've been ill. I think maybe stress related from trying to do a lot of deadlines at work and a lot of stuff with the house. It's been a lot. Yeah, so here's to February, whatever it will bring, and hopefully we can move into our house soon. Peace. Deuce. Please join me again when I do this again all of next month. Hey, let's start the new vlog right